Hello, welcome to Yoga Flow. Today's class is about the heart chakra. So we're going to get into some back bending, some chest opening, some shoulder opening, and then towards the end, we'll do a little bit more hip opening. Not often thought of with the fourth chakra, but we keep our emotions in our hips. We keep a lot of our trauma in the hips. And I think it's just great in a fourth chakra class to get into the hips a little bit. So we'll do that towards the end. Should feel really yummy. But you only need one block today. So have that somewhere close by. You might want a blanket to sit on or for knee cushion for a couple things we'll do. And then we will use a strap today. And you can go ahead and put that strap right in front of you. And you can just kind of fold it in half here. Good. And so then from here, when we're ready, good, find your nice tall seat. Slight tuck in the chin, and we'll settle in. So go right ahead, get right into that breath, inhaling through the nose, expanding that rib cage, and slowly releasing. And we'll go again, and slowly releasing. Good. We'll get right into some box breathing. So we're going to do the number 4 today. We'll do 4 rounds. So we'll inhale, hold, exhale, and hold for 4. If that's not your magic number today, do what you can. Come back into it when you're ready. And so from here, we'll exhale to prepare. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4. Return to normal breath, fingertips to the side. Palms turning up. Inhale, reach, and lengthen, touching palms together. Exhale, hands to heart center. Creating an intention for your practice. So good intention could be, what could I open my heart to today? What could I be more open-hearted to today? And if, a mantra or affirmation is just not your jam today, maybe focus on the color green. That's the color of the heart chakra or the heart space. And once you're ready, we'll inhale, take that up, reach up, take a nice side bend towards the left. Good, reaching over here. Breathing and expanding. And then from here, you choose. You can side bend deeper. You can open up to the back, or you can find that C curve roll, forehead in the direction of the knee. I'm going to go back and be here because this is where my body wants me to be. So remember, your body is your best teacher. Ultimately, I'm just a guide. So if I'm cueing something that's not for you, then don't do that. Beauty of being an adult, you're in charge of you. Good. So from here, lengthen, move through center, taking that right over into the other side, reach and expand. And then you choose, you can side bend deeper, you can open to the back, you can take that C curve roll. I'm going to open back up to the back here myself. Good. And then when you're ready, good, just find that length, come all the way up, reach up, gentle rotation, taking arms down, rolling shoulders back, looking a little bit behind you. Breathe and expand through that rib cage. And then when you're ready, we'll inhale and lift. Exhale, center, go right into that other side, rolling the shoulders back, looking behind you. And inhale and lift, and exhale, come forward. Good, so just take your arms out to the side here. Palms are going to face your ceiling. Just find a little bit of rotation. Good. And then from here, palms up, taking hands to the shoulders. Just move forward and back. Good. Good. And then you can take this into some circles. And then maybe the opposite direction. Good. And then from here, just shake, shake, shake that out. Good. So from here, we're going to go right into some cat-cows first before we pick up our strap and get into some deeper shoulder and side bending work. So remember, if you need that knee cushion, you can bring that in here. And this is something that we're going to do here. We're going to do 8 rounds. And we're going to take lion's breath here. So when we do lion's breath, the breathing is reversed when we normally do cat-cow. So as you round through cat, you're inhaling here. As you exhale going into cow, stick out that tongue, have a smile. I'll show you mine by showing you this way. So inhale, come out, you're around, exhale. And just smile. Remember, nobody can really see you. So here's round 2. Inhale. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Take that back, find a child's pose. Good. From here, when you're ready, carefully come up. We are going to, I'm going to bring this into a little bit of a knee cushion here, but we're going to come into a little bit of something different here. So sometimes we do this gate pose, but we're going to do it a little bit differently today. But I am going to take my right leg out to the side. How your foot is depends on what's comfortable for you. Just make sure that your hip and knee and foot are all doing the same thing. So don't try to take your toes forward and then your hip and knee towards your ceiling. So make sure they're all in the same rotation. Good. So zip up through the front body. Take the hips a little bit more forward so hip can be over the knee. We're going to grab strap here. Now tug tight on your strap. We're going to take that up. Inhale, exhale, take that over towards the outstretched leg. Breathe and expand. Good. Keeping that tautness coming up. We'll go over the other side. You're not going to come as deep here, so only go to where you can be in control. And coming back up, we'll take that again. We'll add on. Taking it over. Good. You might stay here. You might rotate a little bit. Opening up, move through center. Taking it over, you can stay here or you can rotate a bit. Coming back and coming back up. Take that strap a little bit behind you, getting a little stretchy there. And coming back. Good. So we're going to switch sides. Now we'll take out the other leg. So again, just watch your rotation. Hips, knees, and toes are always going in the same direction. And then from here, good. Hips are a little bit more forward. Zip up through the front body. Good. So we'll take this up. Good. Now we'll take it over towards the outstretched leg. Breathe and expand. Good. Coming back up. Taking it towards the other side. Your limit, which for some of us might mean not very far. We don't want the other leg to come up here. And coming up, we'll take that again, taking it over. You can stay here or you can find rotation. Opening it back up. Moving through center, taking it back over to the side, staying there, or finding rotation. Coming back and coming up. One more time. Take that behind you, maybe a little bit more, maybe not so much. Good. And then when you're ready, we'll bring the strap down, keep it close. We'll come back to it. From here, good, from all fours, find your downward facing dog. So if you're taller, you might take a half a hand's width or full hand's width more forward. Good. My toes, knees, and hips are in alignment. I'm pressing into my big toe and pinky toe mounds. My knees are a little bit bent here. My belly button is in. My shoulders are in their pockets. I'm spreading my fingers wide. I'm rooting through knuckles of pinky, pointer, and thumb. I'm pressing in and forward into my mat. My head and neck are free. You can go into that Ujjayi pranayama here, that ocean breath. And then when you're ready, if your body needs some movement, maybe walking the dog, maybe bending the knees and lengthening a little bit, maybe coming high on the toes and dropping the heels. Find what your body needs. Good. And then from here, find some stillness. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Walk or step your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, and we'll bow. Inhale, root through the feet, engage the glutes, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, and we'll lift. Exhale, and we'll fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, and we'll bow. From the bow, plant the hands, step back into your plank pose. Knees can be lifted or grounded, so find yours. Find your breath. Really tap into the shoulders. Press that floor away. And then from here, in the way that's best for you, we're going to come belly down on the mat. So I'm going to lower my knees first, and then I'm going to come down here. Good. Taking my hands a little forward, a little bit to the side. Belly button is in. Good. Find a little baby cobra here. So making sure that we're not crunching in the spine. Good. Now maybe we can lift and find a true cobra. From here, could you take your arms out to the side? Could you take them back by your hips? Back out to the side, bring them in, hands and body come down. From here, and the way that's best for you, find your downward facing dog, or those of you that are more advanced can tuck the toes, push up in a plank and get there. I'm going to get there through tabletop. Good, and then lifting up. Find your breath. When you're ready, inhale, look forward, bend the knees, walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, and we'll bow. Inhale, root through the feet, engage the glutes, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, and we lift. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, and we'll bow. Inhale, step or hop back to plank. You choose. Take or skip a flow. Any back bend of your choice. From down dog, when you're ready, inhale, look forward, bend the knees, walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, and I'll bow. Inhale, root, engage, and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale and lift. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway, flat spine. Exhale, and we'll bow. Inhale, plant the hands, step or hop back to plank. You choose. Take or skip a flow. Come back to breath. Come back to intention. From down dog, inhale, look forward, bend the knees, walk, step or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, and we'll bow. Inhale, root, engage, and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Going into a different pattern here. Inhale and reach. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, and we'll bow. From here, step the right foot back. Good. Find your left up runner. Good. Now I'm really pressing back through this back heel. Good. I want to lengthen my torso a little bit here. So if you need to bring in a block, bring that block in on the inside. Good. Now from here, right hand can be on the block or the floor. Open up to the left. Really open up that left shoulder. Look up there. Inhale. Exhale, take that left hand down. Left hand to the floor to a block on the outside of the left foot. Open to the right. Good. Inhale, exhale, taking that hand down. Steps that foot back, find your plank, and then you choose take or skip a flow. So I'm going to skip this one. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees, walk, step or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, and bow. This time, step your left foot back, coming into right up runner. So same as before, if you need a block, bring that on the inside of the foot, lengthen the torso, press back through that back heel. So we don't want a droopy back knee here. Really engage that back thigh. Left hand comes to block or to the floor, open to the right. Really open up that right shoulder. Inhale, exhale, taking that down. Right hand on the outside of that right foot, block or the floor, open to the left. Inhale, exhale, taking that down. Planting the hands, front foot steps back, find a plank. And then you choose take or skip a flow. From here, when you're ready, inhale, look forward, bend those knees, walk, step or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, roll bow. Inhale, root, engage and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center, going into a new pattern. Inhale and we lift. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, and we'll bow. From here, step or hop back to plank pose. Pause at the plank. Good. Knees can come down first, or you can carefully make your way all the way down to the belly. Good. Now from here, good. Arms are going to come forward in front of you. Palms can be down or facing each other. That part does not matter. From here, belly button is in. Good. Maybe we lift the upper. If it's okay for you, you can lift the lower. You can choose to stay here. Maybe taking arms back out to the side. Maybe taking them back by the hips. Some of you will move on. Maybe you clasp at the hands. Others are going to reach for your trusty strap and find that bind here. So remember, you can take this anywhere as long as you're not crunching through the low spine. Good. And then from here, when you're ready, we'll lower that back down. You can release your strap. Good. From here, when you're ready, in the way that's best for your body, find your downward facing dog. Good. Now from your down dog, left leg's going to lift 3-point, bending that knee, opening to the left. Strong, even upper body, head and neck are free. Inhale, exhale. As you lower the hip and the knee down, could you then move forward and stepping that left foot through? We're going to warrior prep that back foot. So once you're ready, finding the alignment that works for you, find your stable warrior one. So once you come up here, front hip will come back a little bit. I'm pressing strongly through the back edge of the back foot. I'm zipped up through the front body. Good. So from here, we'll open into a little bit of a back bend. Opening that heart. taking it back up. Good. So here's our hip hinge. We did this last week. So pressing through the back edge of the foot. Good. Coming forward, we're pausing. So you will have a little bit more weight in the front, but we don't want it all in the front. So really press through the back. And then from here, we'll come back up. You choose. You can open back up here, or maybe you want to take your hands behind you, maybe clasping, opening up the shoulders. So find what works for your body. Good, and then from here, we'll carefully release. Reach, inhale, exhale, take that path back to the mat, swivel up the back foot, front foot steps back. You choose, take or skip a flow. When you're ready, the right leg's gonna lift 3-point, bending that knee, opening up to the right, strong, even upper body, head and neck are free. Good, and then when you're ready, good, as you take the knee and the hip back even to the floor, round forward, step or pick up and put your right foot forward between the hands. Warrior prep that back foot. Find the alignment you need for warrior one on the side. Be stable as you rise. Front hip will come back hip will come forward. Okay. Maybe being grateful for this practice. Good. From here, when you're ready, open that heart. And what can you be more open-hearted to today? Is it gratitude? And we'll take that back up. Good. Find that hinge. Belly button is in, pressing through the back foot. And when you're ready, inhale, exhale, we'll take that back up. So you choose. You can open up again, or you can take your hands behind you, clasping, pressing away and lifting. Find what works for your body in this moment. Now, when you're ready, we'll release and reach. Inhale, exhale, take that path back to the mat. Plant the hands, swivel up the back foot, front foot steps back. You choose, take or skip a flow. I'm gonna skip this one. Good. Now from here, when you're ready, I'm just gonna shift forward. I'm gonna take my knees down. We're gonna go into puppy pose from here. So remember, in puppy pose, hips stay over the knees. It looks very similar to child's pose, but that's not what it is. But so beginners, maybe you come onto your forearms, again, keeping hips over the knees, and then think about coming into a cow pose. So you're shining your heart forward, tipping the pelvis back. That might be all you do today. Option number 2, you can take a block or a folded blanket under the chest. Good. And again, you'll take your chest down. Good. Arms can be long here. You can have elbows in. So that's option 2. And then option 3 is you can take that all the way down. Good. Maybe the chest comes to the floor. Maybe chin comes to the floor. If the chin to the floor is not a good idea for your neck today, you can take the forehead to the floor. When my belly button is in, and my belly button is nice and tight, it stays that way. So an engaged front body helps you safely bend the back body. They are related. And then from here, when you're ready, as you took chin down, take that to the forehead first. Good. One hand at a time, coming up out of there. From here, we're going to come right into a dolphin pose. So now we'll all come onto the forearms. I'm going to tuck the toes and lift. So this is upper body strengthening. Shoulders can be over or behind the elbows here. Head and neck are free. For some of you, this is going to be it. Others are going to want just a little bit more core connection. Maybe you pike up just a little bit more. Then just breathe here. Breathe and expand. Maybe come to that color green. Good, and then when you're ready, if you took the feet in, we'll step them back in the way that's best for you. Good, lift up out of there, find your downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, inhale, look forward, bend the knees, walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, roll back. Inhale, root through the feet, engage through glutes, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center, finding breath, mountain, intention. All right, going on to another pattern here. So from here, big inhale and reach. Exhale, hinge and fold. Now on this fold, let yourself come into a little bit of a dangle here. Let's kind of let everything go. Now keep a little bend in the knees. Now think to yourself, if I was seated and doing a seated forward fold, where would you go here? Because it's exactly the same thing, except one you're seated, one of them you're on your feet. So maybe you can take your arms behind you, good, and fold in a little bit deeper, but not at the expense of your hamstrings here. So a stretch is okay. Pain, numbness, tingling, burning, or not. Good. Gently release. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, one will bow. Inhale, step or hop back to plank. You choose. Take or skip a flow. Good. From your down dog, when you're ready, left leg's going to lift 3-point, bending that knee, opening again to the left. Strong, even upper body. Good. When you're ready, as you lower that knee and hip, swing it through, step or pick up and put the left foot forward between the hands. Warrior prep your back foot. We're going to rise into a warrior 2 here. So find yours. Good. Front hip will come back hip will come forward. And then you choose. You can keep the front knee bent. You can lengthen it long. Take it back into exalted. If you're someone that likes to arm bind or arm wrap here, find something that you like. Inhale, exhale, finding warrior 2. Cartwheel that down. Plant the hands, step or hop back to plank. You choose. When you're ready, right leg lifts 3-point, bending that knee, opening to the right, strong, even upper body. And when you're ready, as you lower those hips and knees, good. Swing, step, or pick up and put that foot through. Good. When you're ready, warrior prep the back foot, and then we'll rise with stability into warrior 2 on the other side. So I just switched where I was in the mat, so my back wasn't to you. Good. Find strength. Find your roots. And then from here, when you're ready, with a bent front knee or a lengthened front leg, take it back exalted. If you did an arm bind or an arm wrap on the other side, find that here. Inhale, exhale, finding warrior 2. Inhale, exhale, cartwheeling that down, planting the hands, stepping back. You choose, take or skip your flow. Good, and then from here, when you're ready, good. Carefully bring down your knees and come onto your belly. So from here, I'm just going to kind of face you a little bit. My knees are going to be bent here because I've got a wall behind me, but hopefully yours are long. But what we're going to do here is open up our shoulders. So I'm going to start on my right side. So that means I've got my right arm straight out from my right shoulder. Actually, I'm not sure if you can see me there. I'll just do it this way. So my right shoulder is right out from, or my right arm rather, is right out from my right shoulder. I'm looking at my fingers and I'm walking them up in line with my eyeballs. And then once I'm there, I'm going to roll over towards that outstretched arm. And then you're going to go to your limit. So you might bend one knee, you might not bend any knees, you might bend both knees. There are people out there that can bind back here. I'm not one of those people, but if that's you and it's safe to do so, you're welcome to go there. Being mindful, like anything else, pain, numbness, tingling, burning, not a normal sensation. Good. And then when you're ready, good, we'll roll back down onto the belly. Good. And then from here, just take some circles that'll, wax on, wax off. Good. And then when you're ready, we're going to take that to the other side. So I'm just going to switch around on my mat. You stay right where you are. And then from here, left arm is going to come straight out from the shoulder. Walk those fingertips up in line with the eyeballs. And when you're ready, you're just going to roll onto that side. Good. Legs can be long. You can bend one. You can bend both. If you're a binder, you can go there. Breathe. Come back to intention. What could you open your heart to today? Is it this pose? Is it something else? And when you're ready, carefully coming back down. Good. And again, just make those little circles. Good. And then from here, when you're ready, good. We're going to carefully make our way back up to a downward facing dog. Just kind of stretch here for a moment. Good. And then when you're ready, move yourself forward into plank. So we're going to go into side planks here. So remember, and we're going to open up towards the right first. That means that's wrong. We're going to open up to the left first. We're going to balance on the right first. Some of you are going to lower your knee down and open up. So I'm balancing on the right arm. Some of you are going to take your full side plank here. So find yours. And then when you're ready, coming back through center, resituate yourself. Left knee can come down as you open up to the right, or you can move right over into left side plank. And then coming back down here. Good. From downward facing dog, inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, and we'll bow. Inhale, root, engage, and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Finding breath, mountain, intention. We're going to do a standing balance here. So this is dancer. So this is also kind of a balancing back bend, but it gets into the hip flexors a little bit more here, which will make camel pose feel a little bit better for a lot of us. So from here, remember, you can always come to a wall or a steady piece of furniture to hold on to. But left leg's going to be our first leg. So left hip, knee, and toe are going to track forward. My left arm is reaching up. I'm going to roll my right arm back, and I'm bending that knee. You may or may not bind, and this might be enough for you. Good. If you're bound, or if you're not bound, for just a little bit more, squeeze that right glute. Take that right foot behind you. Good. So you should feel this in the front of the quad. And then you can choose to stay here. Remember, knees in towards midline. Or with a soft left knee, maybe we come forward a little bit. Rolling right shoulder back. Breathe. Belly button is in. And when you're ready, we'll carefully come up out of there and carefully release without slingshotting, shaking out that supporting leg. Going into the other side. So right hip, knee, and toe come forward. Right arm comes up. Left arm rolls back, bending left knee. Maybe you're bound, maybe you're not. Remember, you can always hold on to your pants. Good. So if you're holding on to something, that knee is going to come into midline. Whether you're bound or not, you can squeeze that left glute, taking that left foot straight back, feeling something special in the quad. And then you choose to stay here, or maybe a little bit of softness in that right knee. Good. Taking that forward. So forward's always an option. It doesn't necessarily complete a pose. And when you're ready, we'll carefully come up out of there and release. Shake out this leg. All right, let's make our way to the ground and we'll stay down there. So from here, big inhale, reach and lengthen. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, little bow. Inhale, step or hop back to plank. You choose. Take or skip a flow. Finding your downward facing dog. Now, once you found your down dog, let's drop the knees. Good. And we're going to set up for camel. So I'm going to bring my blanket back in here just so that my knees have a little bit more cushion. So there's different ways you can do camel, and I did say only one block was necessary today, and you'll see why here in a moment. But if you're someone that likes 2 blocks in camel, you can have them back by your ankles, but I'll give you a no block option for camel as well. So tops of the feet can be down. That's a little bit harder. You have farther to reach, or you can do what I do and come up onto the toes. Let me come back a little bit here. Good. Coming back onto the toes. Good. Hips stay over the knees. So most people are back here and don't realize it. So just assume that's where you are. Zip up through the front body, squeeze the glutes, take the hips and pour forward. So ideally you want the hips to be over the knees. Zip up through the front body. I'm going to roll my shoulders back, taking hands behind my hips. Good. Shining the heart forward. So there's no block. There's beginners. And then some of you might choose to come back to the half, one at a time. Or you might choose to take both back at the time. Good. So knees are back, hips are forward. Your head and neck can go where you're comfortable. And we'll breathe here. We're going to be here for a little bit. Good. So if you did half, this is where you'll switch sides. Keep the front body zipped up to avoid discomfort in the low back body. And then from here to come out of here, we'll nod the chin. Good. Carefully take the hands to the hips. Find a child's pose. Knees can be together as wide as the mat, somewhere in between. Arms can be long in front of you, or you can take your hands back by the ankles. Breathe and expand. Good. And then when we're ready, good, we'll carefully come up from there. And we're going to have a seat. Or you can sit on your blanket if you want to. I'm going to move that to the side for right now. Good. So we will come on to another seat here after this one. So have your strap kind of handy because we'll use that for something we're going to do in a moment. So from here, yes, we are going to do another boat pose. So we're going to take that trusty block. We're going to put that block right between the shins. So we're squeezing inward and upward. Remember, back stays long here. This should not feel easy to you if you are properly engaged. So zipping up, maybe we lift. Legs can also be long here for more challenge. We're holding, we're breathing. Could arms come up? Could we lift a little higher? Now from that height, could we take our arms forward? Could we find a twist? Woo! Feel how that feels. And maybe we go to the other side and come back center. Could we lift and lengthen again? And taking that back down, feet come down, remove that block, take those feet long, lift, 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 hinge and fold. Woo, coming out of there. So again, come back to the standing forward fold we did, where I asked you to think about this one, and notice if your perspective is slightly different. Good. And then from here, when you're ready, we'll come up from there. Good. So I'm going to bring my blanket back in here to sit on. We're going to take the left leg long, and then just kind of have this strap kind of to the side here. Good. So you can take your right foot in here. You can cross it over. You can bring this bottom leg in. so long as both sits bones can be grounded. So if you're kind of like lifted here, then please come back here. And then whenever you're ready, big inhale, reach and lengthen. Exhale, you're going to twist to the right or on the direction of the leg that you have on top, rolling the shoulder back, looking behind you. Breathe and expand. And then from here, as long as you can stay tall in the spine, if you want to take this a little bit step further, take your back hand, see if you can wrap it around. And then when you're ready, we'll release and we'll come back here. If you need to undo your legs for a moment, you can. Otherwise, we're going to come into cow face here, go Mukhasana. So I'm just going to leave my legs right where they are. I'm going to take my strap into my right hand because that's the leg that I have on top. Good. Now I'm going to take this strap behind me here, and I'm just going to reach up with that arm. This second arm, the left arm, is going to reach behind. It's going to grab for that strap, and then I'm going to bend both elbows, and I'm going to work the hands toward each other. And some of you have this bind and don't need the strap, and that's amazing. But for other people like myself, that's not possible, so we use the strap. So you want to feel a stretch. You do not want to feel pain, numbness, tingling, burning. Definitely don't dislocate your shoulder. I have seen that happen. I think it was not when I was teaching, but I have seen that happen. That's obviously way too far. We don't want to dislocate any joint. And you want to be nice and tall. So we don't want to collapse here through the torso, trying to get a bind. Good. And then from here, when you're ready, release the bottom. We'll release the top. I'm just going to move that over to the other side. Carefully undo your legs. Take those forward and just shake, shake, shake. And when you're ready, we're going to take that all to the other side. So from here, now my right leg is going to be long. I'm going to bend in the left leg. You can have it here. You can cross it over. You can bend in this right leg as long as both sits bones are grounded. And then from here, big inhale, reach and lengthen. Exhale, twist to the left or whatever direction of the leg that you have on top. Rolling shoulders back, looking behind you. Breathe and expand. Good. And then from here for that little bonus, as long as you can keep a long spine, maybe the back arm comes around and wraps. Maybe it doesn't. And when you're ready, good, we'll release and we'll come back center. So again, if you need to take a break with the legs, you're welcome to do that. Remember also, this can also be done in crisscross applesauce. If kind of the helicopter legs just aren't for you, or your hips or your knees, don't feel pressure to force yourself into something that your body doesn't want you to do. So I've got the strap in my right hand now. Left hand, good. Taking it behind me. Now my right hand is going to reach back, grabbing for that strap. Good. And then I'm going to work the hands toward each other. Good. Until I find my limit. So remember, the limit is a stretch. It's not pain, numbness, tingling, or burning. We're also in a nice tall spine, so we're not bending forward. And just breathe. Good. And then whenever you're ready, good. Relax out of the lower first, and then the upper. Have this to the side, not too far away. Carefully undo and shake, shake, shake. Good. We're going to come onto our backs now. So I'm just going to move my blanket out of my way here. So if you know or think that you have a restorative, a supported back bend in your future, have that block handy. Otherwise, we're going to come onto our back. And once we come with that back there, just take your knees into your chest. Rock, 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 side, side. Yeah. So bridge number one. Good. We're going to take our feet down. Hips, knees, and toes are going to track. Heels are not too close or too far away from the glutes. Roll your shoulders under a little bit here. Arms to the side. Big inhale. Exhale. Press into the feet. Lift the hips up towards the ceiling. Nice and even pelvis. Remembering your body will let you know when you should not come up any higher. Come back to the breath. Again, how can you open your heart to this pose? And when you're ready, we'll lower that back down. Now, this next option here is technically two, but there's two ways to do it. So if you are someone that wants to do ankle bind and you take your heels in closer and you can't quite reach, you can use that strap around your ankles to help you reach. Likewise, if you want to roll the shoulders under and clasp the hands on this one, but you can't quite reach, you can use the strap, which is what I'm going to use today. If you don't need the strap, no worries for either one of these, but whenever you're ready, good, find your bridge number 2. Good, so I love the strap here. A lot of times I can bind, but sometimes I do have shoulder and wrist issues, and the strap just kind of takes it out of the shoulder and the wrist, and I can still open up my chest, get into the shoulders a little bit, and have a wonderful experience with that modification and feel all the feels. And then from here, when you're ready, good, carefully release out of there. And let's take the knees back into the chest and rock side to side. Now, you can choose to do any bridge that we've done so far. Maybe you want to do a different version with the strap. If a full back bend is in your practice and you would like to go there, you can take that one for our last one. So remember, whatever bridge you're doing, especially the full back bend, hips, knees, and toes stay parallel in alignment. We don't take the legs out wider. We don't go into this external rotation thing. So make sure you're doing good form. And if you're not really sure, a good thing you can use is you can take that walk between your feet. And if you're squeezing that walk between your feet, then you're not taking your legs out wider and turning them out because you've got that engagement there. So just know that that's there for you as an option if that's something you need to work on. Otherwise, find bridge number 3 right here. Breathe. Good, and then from here, based on the bridge and the back bend you chose, carefully come out of there because it 100% matters how you come out based on where you went. And then when you're ready, just take the knees back into the chest. Good. All right, we're gonna grab our strap. We're gonna take the right foot into that strap. Good. So we'll have a strap on each side. If you can lengthen the left leg, I recommend it. If not, you can always keep it bent. But from here, when you're ready, good, we'll just bring that leg in towards the face. Keep some softness here in the knee, lengthening from crown to tail. Your range of motion is your own. And then when you're ready, we'll gently release. Good, both straps into the right hand. And then from here, both hips, both shoulders are gonna stay grounded. Good, as you take that leg out to the right. You can hang out there or you can tug in towards the shoulder. Now from here, if your left leg is long, really reach through that left side, maybe even taking your left arm up overhead so you can lengthen from finger to heel. Good, and then we'll bring that back up and in. Good, from here, switching sides. We'll lengthen the left leg if you still had it bent. Good, right arm out to the side. And then you choose, you can arc that leg over 45 degrees, finding your sweet spot, or you can take it all the way over, keeping leg in line with the hip, keeping right shoulder grounded, maybe looking to the right. And when you're ready, we'll come back into center. Good. Remove that foot from the strap. cross your right ankle over the left knee. Arms are going to come out to the side here. Good. And carefully let that everything kind of come over to the left. So you're in a figure 4 twisty. Hopefully right shoulder can stay grounded, looking to the right again. Bringing the head back to center. Good. Carefully bring the legs back to center. Keep the ankle on the knee. We'll bring that in for figure 4. So you can pull it in, you can be still, you can rock a little bit, find what feels good to your body. And then when you're ready, we'll release. We'll take that whole series now to the other side. So grabbing your strap, we'll take the left foot and the left strap. I'm gonna just come out here. Good. Good. So your right leg can be long if you can, or you can keep a bend in it. And when you're ready, just bring that leg into the face. Keep softness in that knee, lengthening from crown to tail. And when you're ready, good, release. Both straps into the left hand. Good. Right arm can come out to the side for the start. Good. And then you can take this left leg out to the left. You can hang out there, tug in towards the shoulder. If your right leg is long, really reach through the right leg. Maybe you want to take your right arm up overhead and reach from finger to heel. And then when you're ready, good, we'll bring that back in. Right leg will go long if you still had it bent. Then you choose. You can arc that leg over, or you can take it all the way over, keeping leg in line with the hip. Left shoulder grounds, looking to the left. When you're ready, coming back into center. Good, and we'll release that foot from the strap. Good, we'll cross that left ankle on the right knee. You can stay right here if this is enough, or maybe arms to the side, and then let that all drop over to the right, figure 4 twist. Trying again to keep the left shoulder grounded, maybe looking to the left. And then from here, when you're ready, head comes back to center. Good, use your abs to bring your legs back in the center. And then from here, you can stay if this is enough, or you can bring this in towards the chest. You can be in stillness, or you can rock side to side. You choose what you need. And then from here, we'll release. Good. Supine Baddha Konasana, taking the soles of the feet together. Knees will come out to the side as the heels come into the groin. Find length from crown to tail. And when you're ready, carefully, good. Take your knees in tabletop. We're going to do one final twisty here before Shavasana. Arms are long out to the side. Good. So knees are in tabletop, knees over hips, shins parallel to the floor. Let those knees come over to the right. Again, trying to keep left shoulder grounded, looking to the left. And if it would feel good and okay to you, you can take your right hand to the outside of that left thigh, giving it a gentle tug. Good, and release one leg at a time, or using your abs to bring both legs back. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And then when you're ready, tabletop knees, taking those knees over to the left, keeping right shoulder grounded, maybe looking to the right. If you want that little extra, take the left hand to the outside of that right thigh, gentle tug. Good, head will come back to center, one leg at a time, or using your abs for both, bringing the knees in. So we made it. And then from here, when you're ready, find your Shavasana, so you can let everything kind of come long and flop open. You can put a bend in the knees. You can be on your side. You can be on your belly, whatever is comfortable. You can bring in any props from home that you've got. I love a little neck pillow here. Good. And then I will leave you here for a few moments, dropping into that heart space, contemplating the color green, or maybe a little gratitude and open-heartedness. Taking some deep breaths here. Choose stillness, or gently take head and neck from side to side. Choose stillness, or invite movement of fingers and toes. Choose stillness, or taking knees into the chest. Choosing to keep the upper body grounded or lifted for full body hug. And choosing stillness, or extending legs long in front of you, arms long behind you, and reach and lengthen from the edge of fingertips, the edge of the toes, full body stretch, point and flex through the feet, bend and stretch through the hands, twirling wrists and ankles in one direction, and then in the other. And then from here, whenever you're ready, carefully bending in both knees, and you choose rolling over onto your right or left side, the side that works best for your body in this moment. Taking all the time you need here to pause and reflect. But when you're ready, bringing yourself up to a comfortable seat, maybe the same one you started with, maybe a different one. And once you find that seat, find a little bit of length, noticing how you feel now versus when we started. Palms up towards the ceiling. Inhale, reach, 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 and lengthen, touching palms together. Exhale, hands in the heart center. Coming back to that intention we made at the beginning of class. What can you open your heart to today? We'll take thumbs to forehead for good and true thoughts. To our lips for good and kind words. And to our hearts for open and loving hearts. Knowing no effort on this mat is ever wasted. No gain is ever reversed. May you be safe. May you stay well. May you have a wonderful day, evening, week, month ahead. Namaste.